Hey there, Nation, and welcome to the show where we help you to play miniatures wargaming on a budget. It is I, Commander Cheapskate, and we are back into the episode of Tales from the Tackle Zone Season 2. This is Battle Report number 12, and this is the very last of the New World Conference games for round number 2 of our Blood Bowl League. This game is actually fought between my two friends, Mama Khan, who will be playing the Thunder Valley Greenskins, which is a Black Orc team, and my other friend, my little sister, the kiddo, who'll be playing the Skavenblight Scramblers, her Skaven team. So my Skavenblight Scramblers are kind of a bit of a handicap on this one. They're playing with two less players than they usually do because one was dead and the other one is currently missing a game right now. But at the same time, though, some disasters just struck from our friend Mama Khan. The reason why is because, we'll talk about that when we got done with the kickoff. We did our kickoff first. So with that being said, we're going to play some background music real quick. As the music is playing, we will show you guys videos of both teams, as well as show you a photo of their rosters. So if you want to see exactly what they're bringing for this one, go ahead and pause and take a look at your own leisure. So with that being said, let's get this battle report on a roll. Alright, so now we're back for the very first half of the game, and this is after the kickoff. As you can see, my friend Mama Khan has pretty much spread out her forces. She's got most of her Black Orcs over here on the line, with some of her blockers over in the wide zones, except for right there. We'll talk about that here in a second. Meanwhile, on the backfield, of course, we have some goblins that are trying to intercept the ball. Over here from my friend the kiddo, Shirley's got 3 linemen on the line, which are probably going to get slaughtered just because of the number of Black Orcs that are there. But if you notice, a lot of her players are missing, and they're over here in the top of the wide field. And the reason why that is the case is because when she rolled for the kickoff in this one, the kickoff ended up being blitz, which means she got to move D3 plus 3 players who can move forward, pass, also pull a blitz action. And that's exactly what happened over here at the top. So she had 4 of her players actually move up real quick. So first of all, she sent her 2 gutter runners, that's Scath of Skavenblight, as well as Toxiad. Those guys moved with their maximum movement allowance, moving directly towards where the ball, and that's where the ball finally landed, right next to this trapdoor here. She also moved up one of her linemen as well in order to mark one of the players. His name is player number 2, Grubata the Invincible, which is one of the Black Orc blockers. And what ended up happening, she pulled a blitz action real quick with Scalpafic, which is one of her Rat Ogres. Scalpafic did a blitz action all the way across the line, passing his animal savagery test, and did a push action directly into Grubata the Invincible. Now, because this Rat Ogre's got Frenzy, he basically gets to go again. He pushed him this time directly into the crowd, and of course, because of that, he rolled a casualty on that one. But when it came to the casualty, though, disaster struck from my friend Mama Khan. He actually rolled a 16 on that one for my little sister. She rolled a 16 for Mama Khan. And so because that Grumbata the Invincible is dead, and just like that, he gets eliminated off the roster. The game has not even started, which shows you how crazy the game of Blood Bowl actually is. So right over here is where the ball basically bounced right over here, right next to this gutter runner over here. At the same time, my friend Mama Khan is playing handicap right now. She lost one of her Black Orc blockers. So with that being said, we go directly to the top of turn number 1 for the Thunder Valley Greenskins. So we'll be right back after my friends do their activations. Alright, so we're back after the top of turn number 1 for my friend Mama Khan. And unfortunately, more disaster strikes. Her player number 10, this is Goblin Bruiser Burnak is his name. He actually moves up in order to pick up the ball, but unfortunately, she rolls a 2 in order to kick up the ball with the agility test. The ball does bounce one square over. She decided not to burn up one of her rerolls because it's so early within the first half, so because of the ball does bounce and cause immediate turnover and ending her very first turn, which means that the kiddo now is up for turn number 1 for the Skaven. So we'll be right back after my little sister makes her activations. Alright, so that takes us right to the top of turn number 1 for the kiddo for the Skavenblight Scramblers, and touchdown number 1 for the kiddo. So just like that, she earned her very first touchdown. The reason why is the Scythe of Toxiad, which is one of her gun runners, was able to get that ball. So this would end up happening. So first of all, she activated Scalpafic, her Rat Ogre, who actually did a blitz action, moving 6 squares around the side and smashed directly into Burnak, which is this little Goblin Bruiser here. Managed to actually hit him twice with Frenzy. The first time was a shove, so because that Of course, Scalpific followed through, and of course did another block, this time ended up being a power result. Managed to push him directly over here as well. Did not manage to penetrate his armor, but it didn't matter because it opened up the ball over here. So from there, Toxie had the gunner run, then moved up, managed to pass his agility test to pick up the ball, finish up the rest of his movement directly to the end zone, and scoring the very first touchdown for the game, as well as 3 star player points. So that being said, we go directly to the kickoff, and we'll come back after my friends re-rack. All right, so now we're back after my friends have re-racked their players for the kickoff real quick. So once again, similar formations taken by Mama Khan as well. So that way she has her goblin runners and the bruisers in the back, with her most of her alignment at the front to kind of overpower the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, the Skaven, of course, have gone for this first wave of 3, followed by 5 players as well as 1. So kind of like this little rat box type of looking kind of deployment for her as well. Now for this one, of course, the ball did bounce over directly over here, and by the time it got done, it pretty much landed over here, right next to this goblin lineman as well. It's where it's located at for the most part. Now for the kickoff event on this one that was kicked off was called timeout. So unfortunately for both my friends, they do lose return because of the timeout call that was made for this one. So with that being said, we go directly to the top of turn number 3 for my friend Mama Khan and the Thunder Valley Greenskins. All right, so we go directly to the top of turn number 3 for Mama Khan. And unfortunately for her, the term is very short-lived, and the reason why is because disaster immediately strikes. Player number 4, his name is Grimgut Ared. He actually tries to throw a block directly into this Skaven lineman, and unfortunately for Mama Khan, when she rolled her dice, all 3 came up as player down. So just like that, she does fall at the ground. She does not, of course, penetrate armor, so she's perfectly fine there. She decides not to burn up a reroll just because she feels like it's still too early for her to start using rerolls at this point in the game. So just like that, her Black Orc does fall at the ground, which caused immediate turnover going to the Kiddo, as well as the Skavenblight Scramblers. So that being said, we go directly to the bottom of the turn for the Skaven. All right, so that takes directly to the top of turn number 3, and once again, disaster strikes for the Thunder Valley Greenskins. So once again, the Kiddo activates her alignment. Her alignment actually goes up as normal movement allowance, just stopping short of the Black Orc block over here, player number 3. Huge Fitz, Ed Cracker was his name. And then once again, the Kiddo then activates Scalpific, her Rat Ogre, passes his Animal Savagery skill, actually pulls a Blitz action directly onto that Black Orc and does a power result. Not only does she do a power result, but she also cracks through his armor as well with that mighty blow. And then she rolls for her injuries, rolls a casualty on this one, and when she rolls a d16, she rolls another 16. So just like that, Mama Khan has lost a second Black Orc. So just like that, oh my god, Huge Fist Ed Cracker is dead. And just like that, my friend Mama Khan has lost 2 players already. 2 of her Black Orcs are currently dead, which is absolutely insane. And now that happened, of course, once again, the Kiddo then slips in her 2 Gutter Runners. They basically just move directly from their positions and kind of skirt around the wide zone as well, moving up their maximum allowance. So because that Scythe of Skavenblight is taking the lead, followed by Toxia right closely behind. At the same time, she also activates her Blitzer, who also does exactly the same thing, skirts around the wide zone here because this player is currently down. And she moves her player over here, so because of that, Emu Mage, his name, is also right there as well, and they're both making their way directly towards this ball. So right off the bat, my friend Mama Khan is really playing with handicap with 2 of her Black Orcs currently down. It's just insane the lucky rolls that my little sister is getting on this one. So that being said, we go directly to the top of turn number 4 for the Thunder Valley Greenskins. Alright, so that takes us directly to the bottom of turn number 4, so for Mama Khan. So let's talk about what ended up happening. So first of all, she sends 2 of her goblins in directly to take on Scythe of Skavenblight. Unfortunately, she tries to pull a Blitz action with this player. I believe his name is Golka is his name, but unfortunately she only got a push result. She originally got a player down result twice, so she burned one of her rerolls in order to make that happen, so it ended up being a push on the second attempt. So managed to push this guy back. At the same time, over in the line of scrimmage, she did try to activate her Troll, Slothnith, Route Gouger, but unfortunately she failed a really stupid test. So because of that, he doesn't do much of anything. So the rest of the Black Orcs, of course, start shoving people around for the most part, pushing the lineman back a little bit just to create a little hole of entry here at the same time. At the same time, she also marks this Blitzer with one of her Black Orcs as well as one of her Goblins as well. And then this Goblin player number here, player number 8, Agat, he actually moves up from his starting position, picks up the ball, and runs directly towards this Troll. I think what she's going to try to do is she's going to try to do a throw action, teammate action later on to get him over directly on the line. So that way she's got Black Orcs to protect her Goblin and then kind of exploit that as well. And that pretty much makes it the activations for the top of turn number 4 for Mama Khan. So with that being said, we go directly to the bottom of turn number 4 for my sister, the Kiddo, and her team, the Skavenblight Scramblers. Alright, so we're going to bottom turn number 4 for the Skavenblight Scramblers. As you can see here, the Kiddo first activates Scalpific. Scalpific, the Rat Ogre, does a Blitz action all the way from the wide zone, going directly into player number 8, which the Goblin managed to get a power result on the knock him back as well, which made the ball bounce over to this empty square over here. Now from there, the Skaven Blitzer, Ammo Mage, actually moves up, passes agility score to escape out of the tackle zone, picks up the ball. From there, manages to do another agility test to pass the tackle zone. Goes over here and spends the rest of his movement allowance going over this way, and my sister, the kiddo, also went for it one time as well. She originally ran a roll to 1 for the rushing, but she decided to burn up one of her rerolls in order to make sure that didn't happen. So because of that, she manages to go up one more space. She decides not to go any further because she wasn't burned too many rerolls at the same time. At the same time, Scythe of Skavenblight does try to escape the tackle zone from here. Managed to pass it the first time, but the second time, though, was unable to do so. It's because he does go crash to the ground, which caused immediate turnover. So with that, we go directly to the top of turn number 5 for the Thunder Valley Greenskins. So for Mama Khan, we go directly to the top of turn number 5, and once again, disaster strike. She picks player number 1, which is her Black Ogre. His name is Grogfish Shatterfang. He is the team captain for this game. He decides to decide a blitz action directly into Ammo Mage, the Blitzer. Unfortunately, my friend Mama Khan rolled her 2 dice in order to do her tackle. She rolled a player down twice. So unfortunately, she decides to use one of her rerolls in order to do so, and she rolls player down twice one more time. So just like that, her team captain goes crashing to the ground and does nothing against this Blitzer, which is absolutely insane. Oh my god, my friend Mama Khan, man, she's just having one hell of a time in this game, man. She's got 2 Black Orcs dead. She's rolling horribly for her blocks. It's just absolutely horrible from her friend Mama Khan. So because of that, we go directly to the bottom of turn number 5 for my little sister, the kiddo, for the Skavenblight Scramblers. So we go directly to the bottom of turn number 5 for the Skavenblight Scramblers, and touchdown number 2 for my little sister, the kiddo, with Ammo Mage the Blitzer. Ammo Mage the Blitzer gets activated first. He moves up his maximum allowance across the wide zone directly to the end zone over here and manages to score the second touchdown for the kiddo and the Skavenblight Scramblers. So with that being said, the score is now currently 2-1 in favor for the Skavenblight Scramblers. So we'll be right back. My friends are going to re-rack their teams and get them all set up again, and we'll be back to see exactly what happens next. All right, so now we're back with the after the kickoff event table. As you can see, the ball pretty much scattered over here, pretty much in the middle of the orc half of the field for the most part. So that's where it finally ended up going. What ended up happening is that once again, for the kickoff on this one, the event was, I believe, solid defense. What the name of it was. So because of that, D3 plus 3 players on the defending team, which is the Skavenblight Scramblers in this case, can redeploy. And as you can see, my sister, the kiddo, decided to play our 2 Cutter Rudders, her lineman, as well as a Rat Ogre up in the wide zone. Because let's face it, any Black Orc that's been standing over here this last few turns has been killed outright. So the kid was like, if it's working so well, why mess with it? So she decided to try this again. So because of that, we go directly to the top of turn number 6 for my friend Mama Khan, and she'll be going first. So we'll be right back after her activations. Alright, so we go directly to the top of turn number 6 for the Thunder Valley Greenskins, and once again, a disaster pretty much strikes from our friend Mama Khan. First of all, player number 11 is a goblin named Glocka. He actually moves up, manages to pick the ball, and makes directly to this line of scrimmage over here. But what ended up happening is that player number 11, which is a goblin, player number 9, who is a goblin named Kurgut. Kurgut tries to blow a block directly into this lineman, but unfortunately for Mama Khan, she rolled both players down. She decided not to use up her very last reroll because I think she's going to use it to throw her teammate, that's why. So because of that, they both garshed into the ground. Now this Skaven lineman is perfectly fine, but unfortunately for Kurgut, he rolled broke his armor, and at the same time also got knocked out as well. So he's currently in the dugout right now, seeing stars and Tweety birds, and immediately causes immediate turnover from Mama Khan for the Skavenblight Scramblers. So that being said, we go directly to the bottom of the turn for my little sister, the kiddo. Alright, so we go back to the bottom of the turn number 6 for the Skavenblight Scramblers. As you can see, the kiddo actually had a pretty good series of activations. The first thing she does, she activates Scalpific, her Rat Ogre. Her Rat Ogre actually does come charging down directly over here to that Blitz action, knocking directly into this player. It originally started off with a push, but because the Rat Ogre's also got Frenzy, it goes again and managed to get a power result this time around. Managed to stun him as well, so because of that, the Goblin does go knocked out. Now the ball does scatter up 1 square right in front of the Rat Ogre. So from there, the kid then sends in Scythe the Skavenblight. He actually moves up his maximum limit allowance, picks the ball, and moves up 1 square forward. Toxia, the second gun runner, also moves into support, followed by Ammo Mage, the Blitzer, as well as this lineman in order to protect a little bit of perimeter around these guys as well. The only thing that the kid doesn't have to worry about is this little goblin down over here trying to pull a blitz, and same with this little goblin guy up here at the top as well, doing exactly the same thing. And that pretty much makes up the kiddos' activation for this one. So with this turn over with, we go directly to the top of turn number 7 for the Thunder Valley Greenskins. All right, so that takes directly to the top of turn number 7 for my friend Mama Khan. As you can see, a lot of movement has taken place over here. For the most part, she tried to do a blitz directly into this player, but unfortunately, all she managed to get was a push. So because of that, she actually did have to move this guy down. The reason why she did that, she really wanted to do a reroll, but unfortunately, she failed her. She used up her last reroll trying to get this player number 5. His name is Grimka Weird Skull. He had to rush for it twice. So because of that, she had to use one of her rerolls in order to do that with a push result instead. So because of that, she decided to make life difficult for the kiddo by sending the rest of her players swarming forward. As you see, she got kind of like a impenetrable wall of flesh trying to stop that from happening. Meanwhile, over in the line of scrimmage, she decided to do some punishment real quick by pushing some players. But the most crazy part was this player number here, player number 6, Urk Headtaker, managed to throw a block directly into this player over here. This is player number 6. His name is Frederick the Sneak. Managed to get a casualty on him, and she rolled a 15, which means that he is now dead. So just like that, this player has also increased their value by 2 star player points. And once again, the kiddo has lost another Skaven lineman, which is absolutely horrible. She actually lost this guy, and he actually died, which is all kinds of insane. So that being said, we go directly to the bottom of turn number 7, and we come back for the kiddo Skavenblight. Alright, so we go directly to the bottom of turn number 7 for the kiddo and the Skavenblight Scrambler, and touchdown number 3 for the Skavenblight Scramblers. What ended up happening is that, okay, so let's go and talk what happened first of all. First of all, the kiddo first activated Scalpific. Now, Scalpific, of course, does a blitz action directly into player number 5. He's a Black Orc player. His name is Grimko Weird Skull. Managed to get a power result on that as well. To make matters worse for my friend Mama Khan, not only did Scalpific manage to put the power result, also managed to crack Grimka's Weird Skull's armor and put a casualty result roll on it as well. And when the kiddo rolled the D16 again, another 16 was rolled, and just like that, Mama Khan lost a 3rd Black Orc player. So just like that, 3 of our blockers are now dead, being slaughtered by the same Red Ogre. This guy is freaking unstoppable, which is absolutely insane. And then, of course, after we stopped laughing and, of course, crying and all that kind of stuff, as insane as it may be, the kiddo then activated Skavenblight. He actually managed to do a short pass directly to Toxiad. Toxiad then, of course, moved down 2 squares away out of everyone's tackle zone, and then ran the rest of the way directly to the end zone, scoring touchdown number 3 for the kiddo. And at this point that my friend Mama Khan decides to call the game at this point. She decides to concede the game. She's lost 3 Black Orcs. She doesn't want to lose any more players than she already has as well. And so that pretty much ends the game. Kind of prematurely, but I can completely understand. If I lost 3 players in the first half of the game, I would not mess around anymore and just call it quits at that point. So that being said, we're going to go directly to the after action report because this battle report is now officially over.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Alright folks, now it's time for the After Action Report. We're going to talk about the After Action Report for Tales from the Tackle Zone Season 2, After Action Report for game number 12. This was a game in the New World Conference, game number 6, that was fought between my little sister the kiddo of the Skavenblight Scramblers versus Mama Khan of the Thunder Valley Greenskins. So let's go and talk about Mama Khan's team, the Thunder Valley Greenskins, first of all. So unfortunately, the Black Orc team actually suffered quite a bit in this game. Black Orc player number 2, Grabrata the Invincible, Orc number 3, Ujfist Edkraka, and Black Orc number 5, Grimko Weird Skull. All 3 of those players died in this game, so because I do get eliminated off of the rosters, at the same time cause a huge point value drop for Mama Khan as well. Now there was some good news. Black Orc player number 4, Grimgut Arded, actually managed to get the MVP on this one. So because of that, Mama Khan decided to roll, and she got the Thick Skull skill for that character, which is kind of funny because his name is Art Edited, and also increases team value by 10,000 gold pieces as well. Now Mama Khan did manage to score 35,000 gold pieces from this game, but she decided to place all of it in her treasury because she needs to save money in order to recruit more Black Orc players. She doesn't actually recruit anybody or have any inducements as well. She doesn't increase her fan base either, so she does manage to win 1 league point because she lost not any touchdowns, which gives her a grand total of 5 league points in total. Her new record now is at 1 win and 1 loss, and her new team value now is at 810 points. Alright, so from there we go with the Skavenblight Scramblers, which is my little sister the kiddo's team who actually won this one for injuries. She did lose lineman number 6, Frederick the Sneak. He ended up getting a dead result because of that, so because he was eliminated off the roster. Now for advancements, 4 members of this team did advance. Blitz number 4, Emu Mage rolled the armbar skill, increasing his gold value by 10,000 gold pieces. Lineman number 9, Morden the Keeper, rolled the kick skill and scored 10,000 gold pieces for him as well. Gutterer number 12, that character's name is Toxiad, managed to choose the catch skill and increased his point value by 20,000 gold pieces, and Red Ogre player number X, Scalpific, rolled the Pile Driver skill and increased his advancements by 10,000 gold pieces as well. Now for the kiddo, she managed to score 65,000 gold pieces from this battle. At the same time, also increased her dedicated fan base from 1, so because she has now 2 dedicated fans total. Her recruitment, she decided to recruit a brand new Blitzer, Blitzer number 3. His name is Sliniz Slatsqueak for 90,000 gold pieces. She decided not to purchase any inducements, and she took the remaining 35,000 gold pieces and placed it directly into her treasury. Now for the league points on this one, she managed to score 5 league points on this one. 1 for having wins, another 1 for having 3 or more touchdowns, and also another 1 for putting 3 or more casualties on the enemy team, increasing her league points to 5 in total. Her new record now is at 1 win and 1 loss, and her new team rating now is at 1,015 points. So that's good for this week, guys. As always, please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. Your guys' input is invaluable to us as always. Also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, as well as blogger.com for all the latest greatest hobby news related to this channel. That's good for this week, guys. We'll catch you guys next week, Wednesday, again for our round 3 of our Blood Bowl League. We will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out and stay classy.